And spring is beautiful. I love springtime. But as much as I love spring, I still like fall more. All these blooming trees. So beautiful, and they're everywhere. Yeah, I just love looking at them. Can't get enough. Well, hi everybody, this is Oleg. Today, in today's video, I want to talk to you about what everybody is talking about, the solar eclipse. And, before I wasn't really paying too much attention to it, but then I came across something quite interesting, and I want to share that with you. So, I'm gonna start with city of Nineveh in Old Testament and prophet Jonas. Those of you who read the Bible, you know the story, how God sent him to that city and he didn't want to go, and big fish swallowed him and he was in its stomach for 3 days. And if you haven't read that story yet, I recommend you read it. It's quite interesting, very interesting in fact. And so, anyway, eventually this city in Nineveh was destroyed. And currently, the historical city, it's in Iraq right now. However, there is lots of Ninevehs around the world. There's a bunch of them in the United States. And here is what I want to share with you. Solar eclipse. Turns out that its path of the solar eclipse, interestingly, is gonna go through 7 cities across different states in the United States that called Nineveh. Isn't that interesting? It's also gonna go through a city called Jonas, Texas. It's also gonna go through a city called Rapture, and it's also gonna go through a city called Ark something. Well, all of these things, it just sounds too funny. I don't believe it's coincidence. Number 1, 7, it's one of the God's numbers. There is 7 Ninevehs that solar eclipse that is, on a path going through those cities. Plus Ark, like Ark of Covenant, I guess. Jonas, the prophet, who was supposed to go to the city. Additionally, Rapture. All of this is pointing out, in my opinion, that the time is near. To be honest with you, I don't think it's coincidence. These cities were named, I don't know, 100, 200 years ago, who knows. But, for God, 1 year is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like 1 year. So, I don't think it's coincidental that those cities were named that way, because God knew that, solar eclipse path is going to be exactly, in certain way. So I imagine he probably put, on the hearts of people who were naming the cities to name them certain ways, because how else do you explain this? Write me in the comments your opinion. What do you think about all that? But I personally don't think it's coincidental. Many prophecies, current prophecies, and not so current, are pointing out that there will be, nuclear war. I believe it's true. It's more real than ever. Nuclear war possibility back when I used to when I was growing up in former USSR. Yeah, they talked about it. United States were talking about nuclear war with Soviets, and Soviets were talking about war with United States. But you know what? I think at that time it was more, should I say the bluff maybe? Everybody was just bluffing, but nobody was really ready to push the button. And right now, the way things are shaping up in Eastern Europe and Ukraine, I don't think it's bluff anymore, to be honest, And I hope it doesn't happen, but I believe it will happen because, another thing, Book of Revelation is full of revelations and prophecies. And one of them is talking about a star that fell on earth and 1/3 of and made waters bitter, and the name of that star is wormwood. Okay, and 1/3 of people died from it. 1/3, that would be about close to 3 billion people. How can 3 billion people die? I think they can only die from something like nuclear war. How else? Because another funny thing, wormwood in Russian is Chernobylnik. Most of you probably know a story about Chernobyl power plant, that there was an accident on it back in 1984. Coincidence? I think not. Anyway, there is just so many things shaping up to be, and in my opinion, nuclear war is inevitable. Wormwood in the Book of Revelation, I think, in my opinion, talks about nuclear war. I think that's what it means. Again, leave me a comment and let me know what is your opinion on that issue. And then this solar eclipse is just way too funny. I think, in my opinion, that's God's last call for people to repent, for people to open their eyes to the reality and look for Jesus. Anyway, I'm going to end on that. Let me know in the comments your opinions, your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this video if you find it useful or interesting. And I'll talk to you in the next upload. And don't forget also, I said it, I mentioned it in several videos, the Azov Manna prophecy about the Ukraine. In that prophecy, Pastor Philip Barnett said that there will be 10 nukes dropped on the Ukraine. And I think the prophecy is coming to pass before our eyes right now. So, crazy times we're living in. I used to think, when I was growing up, everybody was talking about rapture, that it can happen anytime, which is true. But I think we come to that point closer than ever, in my opinion. And all the craziness with AI, back when movie Terminator was made, it seemed like it was either some really, really distant future or maybe just pure fantasy. And now we are witnessing that future. AI is going out of control already, and it's not stopping, it's just gonna get worse. Anyway, main thing is to get our souls ready and stay ready. And also don't forget to get ready for harder times here on earth, because they are upon us. Alright, God bless everybody. I'll see you in the next upload. Take care.